Good morning, everyone. Joe here with FBM Maine Outdoor Journal. It's muzzleloader season 2023, and we're over here in the beautiful western Maine. Just left Piling Camp. It's got a nice little camp there off Joe Cruzy for muzzleloader season. And was hoping for some snow while I was up here, and it looks like we got it. Supposed to get 6 to 10 inches out of this storm. Supposed to have started snowing around 1 a.m. I was hoping I'd have woke up in the night to see when it started, but I didn't. So might be a little tricky finding a track today, but we'll give her a go. Got a couple spots I want to check out, a couple new spots. I'm gonna sneak around and see if we can't find a track. If we find one, we know she'll be good and fresh. So we'll get out there and see what happens. I just found a place I'm going to try. This is a new spot I haven't been into yet. So a brook runs down along here. Goes off the end of this short jig road. I'm going to kind of ride the edge of this hardwood and softwood right straight back down through and see if we can't cut a track down in there. I see one pretty good sized deer riding on the main road this morning, but didn't have, if it had horns they were short. And no other tracks coming in, so I'm going to go ahead and poke around down in here for the day, see if we can't cut onto something. Keep you updated as we go. Say, looks like it's a pretty good track there. There's at least 2 deer, pretty fresh, going into this green growth. I'm gonna follow them a long ways, see if I can see something. I jumped them 2 smaller deer down in that dark green growth. They didn't bring me across the bigger track. It wasn't very big. It was either a great big doe and a smaller doe, or it was a, I don't know, medium-sized buck and a doe. But they brought me down to this brook. I jumped them up in this green growth and back of this alder. Around here, alders were thick. They come right down through here and stepped in the water and then went right back in where we was. But I don't want to mess with them. There's some country that I want to check out over on the other side of this brook, so I'm going to try to sneak through it, get through these alders, get back into there's a cut over there that comes right down to the edge of this alder swale and brook, so I'm going to pop up on the other side, see if we can cut a bigger track over there. there's some more tracks down here further. Those deer may have doubled back again. I can see where something crossed down the brook here now that I step out. I'm gonna walk down, look it over. Yeah, I can see it now, that deer doubled back across right there. They went up on that high side and bounded right into that hole over there. Well, I was hoping to be rid of them, but they're going the same way I'm headed, so I'll see. I'm gonna try to swing down and ride the edge of this green growth where this meets this alders back up to that cup. See what it looks like. Well, I'd made that big loop this morning through that swamp, checked those signpost rubs. Hadn't seen anything, so I made a big loop and come back out on the main road, the dirt road. And I was walking back to get my truck then, my wagon, and see what I wanted to do for the afternoon. Because it was getting around 10, 11 o'clock. About halfway back, I found a track. Had snow on it. Well, everybody had driven right by it. It was a pretty good track. So I said, well, it was kind of headed back towards the road that I was parked on. So I said, I'm going to sneak in there and take a look and see what it looks like. It was wicked hard to follow in these thick firs like that. Went right through that for a long ways, and all this snow's falling off the trees here. It's almost like it's raining in there, and the tracks almost disappeared in there. But it just popped out on this cut. Just before I got to the cut, he came up on a bed running track, so I'd kicked him up coming up through that thick stuff. I could barely follow the track through that stuff. I was just hoping he would come out in the cut so I could follow the track. So now it doesn't have any snow in it. The bed was pretty good size. Tracks, pretty good, probably 2.5, 2 3/4 wide. I stepped off it a little bit to get out here in the open with it. It's not raining down all that snow for a minute. So I'm gonna have a can of sardines, maybe a can of Vienna sausage. Get back on him. Still got quite a few hours left. It's wicked noisy with all this snow and stuff falling, so give him a little break, see what happens.